Hi, Ian from Petrie's Photography again. Thank you for joining me on this today's lesson. Today I just wanted to talk to you about some basics really. Okay, if you're looking to just getting into photography, you're learning it, you might want to learn some basic fundamentals to move out of the, should I swear, auto setting, move on to manual so you've got much more control. So today I'm just going to be very simple on those aspects. If you're already experienced with using manual, this is probably not the video to watch. Please go over and look at some of the other videos. But basically, there's three main settings I want to talk about today to start with, so I don't overwhelm people. Basically, your aperture, or also commonly known as the f-stop, that controls the amount of light goes into your camera and your depth of field. So generally you'll have lenses, it will go from 1.2 f-stop and up from there depending on the lens. The lower the number is, the more light you let in, but the less depth of field you get. So things in perspective, you've got a group of people, for example, behind each other. If you've got a low depth of field, so 2.8 let's say on your lens, you're not going to get everyone potentially in focus if it's a large group of people. Okay, you might want to shoot f8, f14 sort of range to get that in. Now of course that has an effect is of course you're getting less light in if you've got a higher f-stop number. So you may need to actually utilise another one of the settings, ISO. ISO, the higher the number, the more light you let in, but the more noise or grain you can get to your images. As a general rule of thumb that I usually go with, depending on what your camera can go to, maximum, I always try and keep below half of what that goes to, if I, to try and keep the noise level reduced as much as possible. So for example, particularly during weddings, reception areas, churches, naturally being dark, can't always use flash, so therefore you might need to up your ISO levels, get more light in the camera, whilst keeping your f-stop and your depth of field as low as possible, because you want to blur those backgrounds out, so you need a lower number f-stop for that to get your blurry backgrounds. But obviously group sessions, it's entirely up to you. I personally would rather have everyone in sharp in focus and not have to worry about blurring the backgrounds, and keeping everything as sharp as possible, so not having my ISO is so high. But if you can use flash, that really helps, especially if you use off-camera flash to get you infill lights and stuff like that. The other one you've got is shutter. Now your shutter speed, I'm sure everyone knows this, it captures things in motion, so great for sports. Higher your shutter speed, the easier it is to capture something dead still without any motion blur. The knock-on effect of that, of course, that will reduce the amount of light that you also get in there, so again your ISO is your friend to get as much light in the camera as well. One sneaky little tip though is if it's a really bright day and you've got no shady area to put your clients in, then if you up your shutter speed, okay, you can reduce the amount of light come in, but you can still use your low f-stops and ISOs potentially. This is another way around getting those shots as best as you possibly can. Obviously in another video we can talk about focusing and exposures and all that sort of things, but I just wanted to touch base on those basic fundamentals. In the meantime, please do subscribe to the videos to get more content for myself. Please do like this video and share in your social medias, and I look forward to hearing any comments you may have. Till then, take care, be safe, bye bye.